Spotlight uses a special English method of broadcasting. It is easy for people to understand no matter where in the world they live. The words people say about another person have a great influence on that person's life. They particularly affect that person's future. The words have even more influence than what a person does. These words come from the book Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. The book was first published in France in 1862, but people still read and study it today. It has been a film and a famous musical play. So why is it still so popular today? Spotlight is on Les Miserables. Les Miserables follows the story of one man, Jean Valjean, but it is also about many other things: history, politics, and problems in society. It is also very long. The longest version, 1900 pages. The events happen over many years in the early 19th century. The book is very complex, with many events at the beginning of the book. Valjean is a poor young man. His parents have died. His sister and her children have no food. So Valjean steals some bread for them. The police catch him and put him in prison. This starts a long and difficult time for Valjean. He is in prison for 19 years just for stealing bread. When the authorities free him, he is alone, without friends or family. One man does have Valjean. His name is Bishop Mariel, and he is a leader in a Christian church. Bishop Mariel gives Valjean a place to stay, but that night Valjean steals some valuable silver objects from the bishop. Valjean believes that this is the only way he can live, by stealing. He runs away, but soon the police catch him again. Valjean expects the bishop to accuse him. Instead, by the bishop protects him, Bishop Mariel tells the police that he gave Valjean the silver. He also gave Valjean more valuable things, and he encouraged Valjean to chase his life. Valjean never forgets what the bishop has said. After more events, Valjean begins to think that he has been very wrong. He will spend the rest of his life doing good things. This is a time of great change for Valjean. He moves to a different part of France, a small town. He changes his name. He starts a successful business. All of this is very good, but one more change is coming. Valjean employs a young woman and named Fantine. Fantine is also alone in the world. but she has a little daughter named Causes. Fantine has many problems in her life. Finally, she becomes very sick and dies. But before she dies, Vanzon promises to care for Causes. Causes comes to live with Vanzon. Together, they return to Paris. Causes is like a daughter to Vanzon. He loves her very much, and she loves him. As she gets older, she meets a poor student. They fall in love. This student's name is Marius. Marius becomes involved in a student's rebellion. During a conflict with police, Marius almost dies, but Vanzon rescues him. He carries him away through the sewers. The great pipes underneath the city. It is one of the most famous parts of the book. Finally, Cosette and Marius marry. Vanzon tells Marius about his history. At first, Marius rejects Vanzon because he was in prison, but then Marius understands that Vanzon was a good man who tried to do the right things. Marius and Causes return to Vanzon just before Vanzon dies. Through all these events, there is one of the most important characters. This is a police officer, Zavel. Zavel is searching for Vanzon. He believes that Vanzon must return to prison. He catches Vanzon many times, but Vanzon always escapes. Finally, during the student rebellion, Vanzon has the chance to kill Zavers, but instead, Vanzon saves Zavel. Zavel struggles with his concerns. Vanzon shows Zavel kindness. Zavel cannot now capture and kill Vanzon, but he believes that the law requires to do so. Finally, Zavel killed himself. So why has this story been so popular? It contains many subjects that are common to all people. The main idea is a redemption. Jean Valjean decided to stop doing wrong. He decides to do right thing instead. This decision shines through the whole book. Valjean gave money to the poor. He sacrificed to save and protect many people. At the end, Valjean dies a happy man. His family love and accept him, but in his life he suffers much. People do not understand him, and he is always trying to escape from Valjean. Forgiving other people is another important idea in the story. Valjean forgives Zavel, but Zavel cannot forgive himself. He wants to do his job well. He is devoted to the law. He always wants to do right things right. In the end, he cannot accept his failure to capture Van Zyl. But these are not the only reasons. Less miserable has been successful. Hugo's social conscience is also clear in the book. In the character of Fantine and Cosette, he describes the problems of poverty in Vanzon's long struggle with Van Zyl. He explains the problems of crime and punishment. He has sympathy for all the characters, even the characters who continue to do bad things. Vanzon is not the only character with a criminal past. Many people still tell lies and do what they cannot to get money. In many parts of the book, Hugo also stopped telling the story to describe the social and political conditions of France. In one part, he describes in detail the character and police. He describes in detail the character and policies of the French King Louis Philippe. In other part, he describes the history and condition of the sewer under the city of Paris. Les Miserables was very successful when it was published, and many people bought copies in France. But the publisher also translated it into many other languages. It was popular across Europe and in North America, and since then it has remained very popular. People connect to the ideas, the characters, and the history. In the beginning of the book, Victor Hugo wrote his reasons for the book. These reasons may be why the book has stayed important and popular. He talks about the way society can create terrible conditions for people. In particular, he talks about poverty, lack of food, and spiritual emptiness. The book deals with all of these issues. The closest this part with these words. As long as lack of knowledge and great sadness exist on earth, there is a use for books like this. The writer of this program was Sarah Goguen. The producer was Nick Marigold. All codes were adapted for this program and voices by Spotlight. You can listen to this program again and read it on the internet at www.radioenglish.net. This program is called A Story for All Times, Les Miserables.